In this video I want to show you what's new in the latest vvvv 50beta35.8, also what's new in VL. First I want to make sure that everyone knows how they can get to the complete changelog. You go to the downloads page and press changelog here, and this is where we collect all the details of the changes. So let's jump right to it. Foremost, I wanted to show you that all the editors we have, like the point editor, they now come with the Gizmo. And a quick reminder how easy it is to set up and start using with the point editor. We just create a point editor node, point editor view, connect that to a renderer, and we have to say double click to add yes, up the pic size a bit, and also maybe add a cursor. And like that we can already start editing the points. Now I can also enable the selection rect like this. Yeah. Now of course I can move the points as normal, but with the new Gizmo, by pressing G, you now get a Gizmo that allows you to work more precisely here. If you have one point, you can move it along one axis. Still, of course, drag it around freely. And if you select multiple points, you will get this more fancy widget that also allows you to manipulate multiple points at the same time and even rotate them or scale them in one axis, or if you press the shift button at the same time, scale them in all of the axes. Press G again to get rid of it. And this works also for I'm just opening the help patch by right click in the node browser on it. This takes a while to load. Make the render a bit bigger, and again here as I press one of the points, I have the Gizmo because I've already pressed the G button. So I can toggle that again and easily manipulate one item, but if I select multiple, I get this more complex widget that allows me to then rotate the points and scale the points, and again uniformly if I press the shift button. That would be the thing about the Gizmo. Next, just a very little thing, the ArtNet nodes, the sender and the receiver, they have changed in that they have now only a single input for universe. That was, if you remember, 3 inputs for subnet, net and universe, but it seems that this is the more comfortable way to use, and you can still use the universe join nodes to, if you want to operate on those 3 components. That about the ArtNet nodes. And now I wanted to show you just 2 additions we have to the girl powers. If you navigate to your girl power directory and you look for games, here is the molecule viewer. This is a rather old patch, so it's at least 2 years old, and we finally included it in the girl powers because it's such a valuable resource for learning how to build a bit more more complex patches. It has this molecule editor viewer with which has this menu that you can add and remove, and you get those tooltips on the atoms. Yeah, just a nice project to explore for you if you want to learn a bit how to create such projects. And I'm closing this, and the other thing I wanted to show you is also in the girl powers, but you go to VL and Firmata, and this is all the old example patches that Jens provided. like refurbished with the new Firmata nodes. So if you open them, you see they are much simpler as compared to the old version, as they are using the new Firmata nodes. Okay, that was already it regarding vvvv. Now, let me show you a couple of things that are new with VL. I'm just opening a template here and placing some nodes there, an LFO and a plus node and an if region. So now, first thing you should notice, we now have pin snapping. If you approach a pin with your link, it snaps to it. That should make it much easier, of course, to make connections. Next thing I want to show you is we have a new shortcut to force links. So if I want to start the connection from the LFO and connect it to the if region, obviously it doesn't make sense in this case, but say I am smarter and I know what I'm doing here, so I can press the spacebar to force, to make the system accept the link, and I can force it by pressing the spacebar. Obviously now it's red because it really doesn't make sense. So this was forcing a link with spacebar, and also forcing nodes in and out of regions is now the spacebar. So you see that when I press the spacebar, the node snaps into the region. I press it again to snap it out of the region. Another new feature when linking is that you can now start a link and then immediately double click to continue with the link. So I'm just choosing a plus node here, and you see the plus has been connected already. And I can also press the shift key while I'm making a link. This will immediately create me a pad, and I will the third option is to press the control key, which will create me an output, or when I'm starting from an input, it will create me an input. All right, that's that. And just two more little things. We now have a finder. You can press Control F and start typing things, cycles, and it will show you in the patch where you have matches for your search. Also, it shows you, okay, we have 2 matches in the patch, and by pressing F3 I can toggle between the matches. And obviously this works also for nodes. So this is useful for finding nodes in a patch or pads. And the other option to search is when you press Control Shift F. That brings up a global search that is searching through all the open documents. So that's basically all. When you go to the quad menu, documents, that's all those documents here that you can now search through. I press Control Shift F and say I know there was something about ArtNet somewhere. Now I get all hits that include ArtNet, and you notice the little icons in front of the search results. The D, the P, the U, and there is F also, and M. They mean different types of search results. So D stands for document. So these are all the documents that include the term ArtNet. Then we have some patches that include the term ArtNet, or art in this case. And yeah, some utility operations. And you can filter those. So if I type one of these characters followed by space, I will get only documents, for example, or only patches, or only utilities. So that's useful when you just want to quickly navigate between documents and patches. And now the last thing I wanted to show you in this video is the new Solution Explorer. You bring it up by pressing Ctrl J, and it can do quite a lot of things for you, but I just try to point out one of the features for now, for a start. Is it gives you an alternative of viewing your documents and patches. So here we see the open documents is just the template is open. I can navigate into it, and we see that in the template document there is the template patch. This is what we see right here. And in the template patch we see it has a a uses section, and the template uses the LFO patch. So if I'm using another patch here, like some ADSR node, you will see it also appears here. So this uses section shows me all kind of the sub patches that are available from this patch. And now this also works the other way around. If I navigate into the LFO, so now I'm in the implementation of the LFO, and I want to see where is the LFO used. So I'm going to the LFO here, open it, and I see it has this used by section, and I can open that, and there I see that apparently it is used in the LFO min-max patch, which is another LFO, in a metronome patch, and also here in my template. Double click and I'm back in the template. I can do the same just to repeat for the ADSR. I'm now in the implementation and I want to see, okay, where is this patch used? At what places is it used? And I navigate to the used by section and I see it's only used in the template for now. So that just to let you know that there is now such a solution explorer, and you just play around a little bit with it to find out how it is useful to you. That's it for this video. Just a little preview if you haven't seen this yet. What's coming with beta 36. There has been a little demonstration by Elias at the keynote, and I would highly recommend you to watch it. You can navigate to the What Happened in July blog post, jump to the keynote video, and there you can jump to the section where Elias demonstrates the importing nodes. If you want to do that, you will learn about what is coming up with the next release. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.